Aw. Can you say that with me? Aw. What we love about this time of year is we get to hear from our seniors as they share their thoughts. We call it their final thoughts, even though it's not actually their last night. We know that night's coming, but we get to hear from our seniors, our graduating seniors, each year, and as they share their senior final thoughts, and it varies from person to person. Sometimes they're wanting to share things with you guys to challenge you, to encourage you, to warn you, and just to whatever they feel like God's laid on their heart for you. Over the years, we've just had some incredible seniors that have shared a lot of great things, and this year has been no exception to that. It's been no different. Tonight, we've got a young man that this guy. I tell you what, I love how he worships. There's just times, and it's not like during praise and worship or something. It's not like just kind of stand there and stare at him, but. He's just one of these guys that's just very noticeable that he is in love with Jesus Christ. He is in love with the Lord, and so it's a lot of fun to get to worship alongside him, or just in the same room with him. And he's going to come share with you tonight his final thoughts to challenge you guys, to encourage you. Would you give it up for Mr. Luke Jones? Come on, Luke. It's all yours, man.
7 years ago. No, that's wrong speech. Hey, yeah, it says up there, my name's Luke Jones. Obviously, I'm in 12th grade. Otherwise, I wouldn't be on stage right now. Yeah, these are my senior final thoughts. That is a picture from about, I'd say maybe a sixth grader, something like that. I mean, I'm guessing this is probably the picture they took like on my first day here, isn't it? No, somewhere. Yeah, I think don't all the sixth graders get that? Yeah. Okay. I'll just assume it is then. Anyway, besides the point, I'm up here today because I throughout my years of Remix, which was about like maybe 4, something like that. It seems like it's been a pretty short time, but in reality, I've been here for around that time, and it's pretty crazy how fast time has gone by. I'm just, I have some things here, some advice I'd like to give to everyone here who attends Remix. Just some things I've learned over the years that I'd like to share with you guys, so you guys don't have to learn them later. You can apply them now. So I hope you guys will take these to heart. I guess I'll go to my first point. Cue. My first point is try not to zone out. Try not to zone out. And listen closely, because I know that it can be really easy, because we do this regularly. It can be really easy to just sit in your chair and just, you know what I mean? You just sit there and your eyes are glazed over and you're like, you know what I mean? Because it's really easy to like let this become sort of part of the motions, and you know what I mean? We come here every Wednesday because our parents maybe or maybe not force us to, but there's a lot of good stuff that happens up here on the stage. Yeah. What I'm saying is, there's a lot of good information that's being given up here, and I know personally a lot of times I've come to Remix, and the message has really impacted me, and really helped me relate, because there's been a lot of times, especially like during my middle school years, where I've just been going through rough things, and really just the sermon would just really help me out, really, something I could relate to and something I could learn from. And if you are zoning out or not listening or on your phone, then you won't get that. So that's probably one of the most important points that I have here. Just try not to let yourself zone out because we do this every week. My next point is don't be afraid to get involved. Yeah, we have our student leaders somewhere around here, probably over in this general direction. But there's more to Remix than just going every week. Like, there's a lot you can do to actually get involved with Remix. Like, you could be a student leader, you could go to camp, you could go to First Friday, you know, students bond there, right? You could, even apart from church activities, you can just sort of, you know, hang out with people you see from Remix, you know, sort of build that friendship element, you know what I mean? And I know that can be pretty intimidating, you know, especially like if you're new here and you're just seeing all these people and they seem to all have their like friend groups and stuff. And it can be sort of hard to reach out, like I know it was for me, you know, but, you know, once you sort of reach out, make that connection, you sort of build momentum from there, you know, it gets easier from there. My next point is, speaking of camp, going to camp is a good idea. So all of you considering going to camp, please go to camp. It's worth your time. It really is. Like, I went in my freshman year, I believe. I haven't gone since because I had like other plans, but silly other plans, right? Who has other plans? Apparently me, but going to camp is a really good experience. You know, you just, you know, when you go there, it's a lot of fun. You have games, you have people, you know, and just a lot of, it's just a good, wholesome experience going to camp. It helps build your relationships with the people you go to with, you know, and it creates good memories. And do they still have cheese fries at camp? Yeah, okay, all right. I was just checking because like the last time I went was like 3 years ago. I don't know if that was like irrelevant now, but I'm glad it's not. I was just checking with you guys, but like, what's most important though is like you can go and really deepen your relationship with God, you know, and like bring something new home with you. You know what I mean? Yeah, but it's a good idea. Again, it's just a wholesome experience. My next point is talk to new people. This applies for both young and old students. You know, if you see anyone who's new, obviously, if they're new, they're probably not connected to too many people around here, you know, so really just taking the extra step to go ahead of yourself and just reach out to that person, bring them in, you know, really helps connect them with the family. And, you know, it's sort of a mutual thing, you know. You reach out to them, they reach out to you, or vice versa, but like, you know, if you take that first step and really just make it an initiative to reach out to new people you see, you know, it makes Remix seem like a much friendlier place, and it sets the example for people who are watching, and for the people you're talking to, you know, the new people, so they can do that to other people when they've been here for a while. Next one is set a good example. This, again, applies for both young and old students, depending on what you're talking about, but like generally this is like a thing for older students, you know. The way you act, older students, really impacts how Remix will be in a couple years from now, because people see what you do, and monkey see, monkey do. Not you, that you guys are monkeys. I think I'm the only monkey in here. Does anyone else have a tail? No? Okay. But yeah, it's just, you know, really, really important that you set that example, and you know, you just. I'm trying to think of an example here. You guys get what I mean. You've heard the phrase "set an example." You know, just generally be good, and you know, don't like do things that a pastor here wouldn't approve of. Yeah, in a way, I guess, you know, don't goof off. But in a way, you know, it's also important to goof off, just, you know, in the right times, you know, just really set the example of when to goof off, when not to. Because goofing off is like, you know, everyone has to goof off, you know, we love to have fun, you know, just generally just sort of try try to be what you want to see in Remix, is what I'm saying. My next point is practice giving. Yeah, Remix is an excellent place to practice your giving. You know, every week you get the opportunity, and really giving is just very important because of what you're supporting, you know. And, you know, you have missionaries and whatnot around the world doing work for Christ, and it doesn't come free. And that's why it's so important that you put on the practice of giving, you know, because not only does it benefit the people you're giving to, but in a way it also, not that you want to give for selfish reasons, but it also benefits you. You know, it helps deepen your relationship with Christ. You know, in general, it's just it's a good thing to do. It's a practice you want to put into action before you reach your adult life. So if you start now, you know, then you'll be starting a lot earlier than a lot of other people will, and it's a good practice to start. So, number 7 is try to attend as often as possible. I know there's a lot of us, you know, if we had the opportunity, we choose not to go, you know. Just because, you know, you're like, you know, I have homework, you know, I want to hang out with my friends, you know. And that's all good, you know, just like, I guess what I'm saying is, you know, just try to set apart this time in the week to go to Remix, you know. Try to make sure you have your homework done before Remix. Try to hang out with your friends another day, you know, if you can. Not, you know, not that it's like pressure, like go to Remix or you're not accepted here at Remix. It's not like that, but like, you know, every week you don't go to Remix, you miss something. You know, there's a couple times I went to Remix where I'm very glad I went, just because of how much it touched me and affected me. And if I just thought to myself, I'm not going to go this week because I have homework or something like that, then I would have missed that. And I don't want any of you guys missing any of those experiences, you know. So, in general, just try to go as often as you can. No pressure, but, you know, don't want to miss out. And my last and final point is invite your friends, because if no one here invited anybody, then there'd be no one here. Because really, we've all been invited by someone, right? I mean, either it's, you know, our parents, you know, or a friend, you know. It's just how these kind of things work, you know. You invite somebody, they come, you leave, they invite somebody else. You know, it's how the whole thing works. And it's good to get the people you know involved, because, you know, if you're really enjoying your experience here at Remix, then it's a good thing to want to share that with other people, you know, just so they can sort of experience that, have their relationship with God deepen, and if they don't have a relationship with God, gain one, you know. It's a very beneficial experience, and it's good to share it with people you know. So, yeah, I think that's all I have. I only have 8 points. I think I was originally planning for 10, but I only came up with 8, and I didn't want to, like, put filler in there, so no one tell anybody I'm a monkey.